Hey everybody, welcome back to another CeX Pickup videos, and yes, I know it has been a very long time since I've done these. The reason why is because when I go to CeX now, I rarely find a game that I want to buy, especially for the Nintendo Wii console, which is the main console I like playing the most. And so I pretty much have over 300 Wii games now, so when I go to CeX, I'm never really going to find a game that I don't have. So I really have to wait ages, probably months, or go to different CeXs in the area, or travel far if I'm traveling that way, just to see a new title. And sometimes I might as well just look on eBay. But luckily, after many months, I've managed to buy a few, and now I can get a few videos out just so I can make some more CeX pickup videos. And so we have a nice stack of games, 5 to be exact, and we're going to start with the one on top, which is Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Now this is a 2-player co-op special as well, so you can play with a friend, but since I'm getting back into my Final Fantasy series, starting with the Pixel collection, I thought I'd dabble into other versions of the titles on different various consoles, like the PS3, the Wii, PS4, PS5, some PC titles. I just thought, I'd get back into the whole Final Fantasy groove, because it's a series that I rarely played as a kid growing up, but since I liked open world RPGs, it just makes sense getting one. And luckily I'm using a different camera, so I can at least, have the autofocus on the product showcase. That was the CeX receipt that fell out, but there's no booklet. The case is kind of dusty because it's been sitting on the shelf for a while. £8 I paid for it. The Crystal Breaker, well, technically it's called Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles The Crystal Breakers, but £8 is still a bargain, especially for a Wii game. If I was buying this brand new back in the day, it'd probably be about a £40 game, depending on where I get it at. So to still see it for £8, people might think that's expensive for a Wii title, but it is very cheap. Right, so that's Final Fantasy game. Now we move on to my second title, which is Scooby-Doo and the Spooky Swamp. Obviously, I'm a huge Scooby-Doo fan with the background I got behind me, and I still love watching it till this day. And, I don't post a lot of Scooby-Doo content on my channel anymore because, one, I don't really have any new unboxing titles to do. 2, trying to find the time to film and edit the videos takes time, and I don't have now, considering I'm working 5 days a week. And on my downtime I'm either doing other things, so it's really hard to find the time to actually make Scooby-Doo content, because at the end of the day I'd rather put quality first than to rush out a video and then regret it later on. So I'd rather not rush out the Scooby-Doo content, which is my main hobby to do on the channel. But Spooky Swamp I do have on various other console ports, but the Wii one was always intriguing to me because, as you know, the Wii uses motion controls, and I think it's like the best Nintendo console they've ever produced. It was built way ahead of its use. Like if they built the Wii now, it could have been something even better. But when they came out with the Wii release many years ago, it still took the sales by storm. But it was like the unique controls, the different way you can play a game, like Resident Evil titles, the Scooby-Doo titles, car racing games. It was just built different. So when you have a game on multiple consoles, the Wii one is always the most intriguing one to me. Post some gameplay footage on my gaming channel now that I have the Wii, but I also have the receipt in there as well, which I think I got this with the Incredible Hulk game as well, so that was quite good. In fact, I might be able to have, let's look at the date on this one. When did I purchase it? Oh god, I actually brought it on the 14th of January 2025, so this year. I've been sitting this on my shelf since that time, Jesus Christ. But yeah, it has the book manual as well, which is one of the things I look out for when I'm collecting Wii titles, because if I get one from CeX that doesn't have a manual booklet, I have to look on eBay to get it, just so that way I have it completed in all its entirety. Because when I want to get all the Wii games, I at least then want to say, I have them all with all the booklets if possible. And the disc has a fair amount of scratches, but that is to be expected, but it still plays nonetheless. I've had games in worse condition on the Wii and they still play just fine. There's the back if people just want to have a look as well. I'm pretty sure you can play with a friend as well, because it says 2 controllers up top. So I want to say I could play this with a friend or a buddy. I really wish they would come out with a Scooby-Doo game. That's the one thing I look forward to every year, is like what new Scooby-Doo content is coming out. And the part of me wants to see a new Scooby-Doo game. Like, I'll take anything I can get at this point. But the one thing I never thought I've seen them do is Scooby-Doo Lego games. You think how many Lego games there are? They could have done an entire Scooby-Doo series. Like, you think about it, any TV series show that they've done, they could do in a Lego game, and it would just be hours and hours of mystery fun. Like, why can't they give us a Scooby-Doo game? None of this mobile rubbish, a full console port of it, something. You know, back in the day, this is like the era when we had actual good games, and now we get rubbish. Moving on to the next game, because we're going to be here all day if I talk about Scooby-Doo, we have Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles: The Echoes of Time. Now, we also saw that we had the Crystal Chronicles, the Crystal Barriers, so I now have both of them for the Nintendo Wii. I don't even know how much I paid for this game, because the price tag is not even on there anymore, so I don't even know how that was made possible, but that's another Wii title I get to play, and I'm looking forward to it, because you can also play with the DS as well with friends. So if you do have a DS, maybe that might still be a thing. I don't know how the multiplayer works with the Wii now, considering that the onlines are disconnected. Maybe there might be a workaround, who knows, or it might be one of those lost gems that you just had to be there to experience it. And if so, then I missed out on that. And there's no receipt inside, but the disc does look kind of fancy. Fair amount of scratches, but nothing that damages it to a degree. There is no booklet except for the health and safety pamphlet, so I may have to go on eBay and look for that booklet. Sometimes people don't even sell the booklets, you have to buy the exact game again with the booklet, and I have done that, and I have to resell the other copy. It happens. Alright, next, moving on, we have the Incredible Hulk, the official video game. This was when Hulk was actually decent as a Marvel character. Now he just looks pathetic. And it was only a £2 game, but, you know, when you look at the old school Marvel characters and the games, like I played Iron Man for the Wii, and you know, stands out better than other games out there till this day. And the Incredible Hulk, the original one that I remember seeing on TV, like, as a kid, that's the Hulk that we needed for Infinity War, not this, I don't know, tampon version that they made. Anyway, there is no booklet, but I do love how there is a stain there, and I wanted to not clean it so I can show you that sometimes this is what you get when you go into CeX, is that they don't have care anymore. Like, you can actually see that it is like dirty around the rim. Like, this isn't just from collecting dust, this is how I brought it in that condition. I remember CeX at the start of when they were just, like, as a kid growing up, taking stuff to CeX, when they were in a small corner store. They used to check games and refuse them if they were scratched, if they were damaged, take money off and that. Nowadays they accept anything in any condition. They don't even accept disc without a cover, and they print off a cover, which I hate that the most, so watch out for that. So now it's like another double standard. You got to check the authenticate, like the cover art, just to make sure it's legit and not a printed off version. But yeah, CeX used to have good standards where they check discs, and you know, they used to actually take time in cleaning them up just so that way they look professional when they sell them. Nowadays they accept them and put this on the shelf and they're like, you know what, £2, take it or leave it. That's the attitude, and especially the staff that work there. Like, I've seen the CeX store that I go to change employees so much, there's no point in remembering their names. This is like, I wonder if you're going to be here next week, or if you're going to your last day of the year. So, you know, there's like 2 CeX stores like in walking distance of the one I go to. So, you know, one has like better staff company, but the other one just like lacks it. So maybe it's like different stores entirely, but CeX isn't what it used to be. Standards have dropped, and I'm not the only one that thinks that. Other people have as well. Right, this is the final one, and this is another code R, and it's a journey into the lost memories. I believe this is a point-and-click adventure game, and it's supposed to say read and solve like a mystery novel. I only saw it for £8, but it kind of looked interesting because I think that this has a remastered on the Nintendo Switch, so that is why I picked it up, because I thought, you know what, I don't want to waste money on the Switch version just yet because I have too many Switch titles, but let me play the original just so I can get a head start, because it's technically just the same game, but it's just like there's a remake version on a better console. And you know, the Switch console had potential, and it still does to this day. The Switch 2 console is a load of dog shit, and I wouldn't really recommend buying it. If anything, buy an OLED Switch and still play the exact same games that are on the Switch 2. You know, you don't even own the games on your Switch 2. Anyway, I don't know why I'm rambling on about that for. It has to be another video, actually. And I have the booklet as well, which is another good thing. And the disc art looks very nice. There's a lot of scratches on here, though. I may have to clean this. I have to get like a new disc cleaner because the one that I had before, which was a video one, is no longer with me. I think it broke down after so many uses. So yeah, that's my collection for pickup videos for today's video. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'll see you next time. And until then, take care.